open the floor to questions, if I could just ask Ingrid from her unique perspective of both a HR manager and as somebody who's told her own story around having mental ill health on occasion, how a situation like this, as it was handled in our case study, affects that person. Thank you.
Having been there, done that, is probably part of the reason why I'm sitting here today. I've had a vulnerability that I've managed since my early childhood, and yes, I've tried to take my life, and through that time I came across a lot of stigma. My family were terrified. Yes, of course they loved me and love me, but they didn't know what to do. They thought it was an easier thing not to talk about. And because we're now seeing it so commonly in the work that we're doing with a lot of you and your clients and your employees, we thought that this was an opportunity to put this out there and accept the fact it is an uncomfortable subject, but doesn't mean that we have to ignore it just because we don't like it. It's more that we need to develop some sense of comfort around the uncomfortable, so that if we're ever faced in a situation where there is a person who's vulnerable, who you've got someone like Jill in your office who may break down, who may actually pour out a whole lot of stuff that's going on, that you can put that proverbial arm around her and let her know that she is a valued employee. Because what happens is when a person feels valued, when they feel that there is hope, when they feel that there is help out there and support, they can then not only reconnect with the community, they actually reconnect with themselves. And I feel like I'm living proof that here I am today, someone who's had a mental illness on many occasions, who has tried to take her life on several occasions, but today to me is a dream, and I feel like I've achieved that dream by having all these beautiful people sitting in a room, being able to talk about something so that we can go away and perhaps save one life. And if we can do that from today, then wow, haven't we all done something really magical for someone else? And it is about getting out there and saying we can each make a difference. We don't need to be clinicians. That's the professional stuff. That's where we guide people to get that professional help. But work can be a huge conduit to someone's health and well-being. And as someone who has the lived experience and clearly has a passion for recovery and resilience, I can only say that I actually thank you for your courage in wanting to sit down here and listen to us presenting something a bit more uncomfortable in hopefully a way that resonates with you, that you don't actually have to use, but park it somewhere so that if you do ever find yourselves in that situation, that you've got some tools up your sleeve that you can use so that you know what you can do to help that person. And thank you for your attention.
Thanks, Ingrid.